So it's been almost 2 months since I've sold my gaming PC and I bought the Steam Deck instead. This is an amazing device, probably one of my favorite consoles, up there with the Switch. I want to answer the question, was it worth selling my PC for? I've had the Steam Deck since the middle of July. I've always wanted a Steam Deck. The main reason I didn't want to sell my PC was there was games on my PC that I wanted to play. So, okay, I can buy a Steam Deck and kind of mitigate that a little bit. The one I got was the 512 gigabyte model, the LCD version with the frosted display. So yeah, it's no secret that this thing is in fact massive. Pause. Even though it's big, it fits right into your hands. The grips are in the right place. Your hands kind of fall right to where they need to be. It's comfortable. At first, I thought that the symmetrical button layout with the sticks and the buttons being right next to each other was going to be a really hard adjustment. Being able to press the face buttons and then go directly to the stick, it's perfect. Because if it was laid out how the Switch was, with the size of the Steam Deck, it would just be kind of cumbersome. They did that also because there's touchpads on each side. The touchpads unlock a whole new realm of possibilities. The amount of customization that you can do with the Steam controller layout, it's actually insane. People in the community create their own layouts and you can just download them. Steam even has their own recommended layouts, like the default ones, which most of the time work. And if you really want to get crazy with it, you can just make your own. The Steam Deck is rocking a 7-inch 1280 by 720p display. Now, of course, I mentioned earlier in the video, but mine is the frosted glass version. I don't know if that's the actual term, but that's what I'm calling it here in this video. The main reason I got the Steam Deck was just for the size of the storage. It wasn't even for the screen, but the screen was actually a huge plus. Because where I actually like to play my Steam Deck in my house, there's a lot of windows nearby. The screen it helps with the glare. I'm not doing a great job of explaining this. There are many other YouTubers out there that you can watch that are a lot more eloquent with that. The next part I want to talk about is customization. Every button, and I mean every button, can be customized to whatever you want it to be. There's so many ways to customize your Steam Deck experience, and I think that is very important because most of the time with consoles, you're kind of locked into whatever the console gives you, and if you want more, then you got to go buy a $200 DualSense Pro controller or whatever, or an Xbox Elite controller. The fact that the Steam Deck comes with all of this built in is kind of bridging the gap between your gaming PC and your handheld. Okay, so we've talked about the form factor, we've talked about customization. Now let's get to what we really get the Steam Deck for. What is the gaming experience like? It's pretty good. But I'm not gonna lie to you, this is kind of where I miss my PC the most. The thing about my PC was I didn't really have to worry about what game I was playing. It's like I knew my computer was gonna run it. I knew I was gonna be able to get a good amount of frames, at least 60. I feel like if you're running at 30 FPS, it's just like, what are you doing? But the Steam Deck can run most games at 60 FPS. It takes some tweaking. I was pretty used to diving into the settings and kind of figuring out, what was gonna help my game run the best. Most AAA games will run on the Steam Deck. The compromise is the games may not look as good as you want them to, if you're that type of person. I know my cousin, he doesn't care about graphics at all. He just wants the game to run, and that's fine. But for me, I like the games to run at least a stable 60 FPS and also look somewhat decent. The Steam Deck has one port on it, well, technically two, I guess, the headphone jack and a USB-C port that is used for charging. But if you plug Valve's own first-party dock or even a third-party dongle like I have, I plug an HDMI port and boom, I'm playing it on my TV. Simple as that. It's very Switch-like. I guess that's what I can say about it. It feels great to know that I have that versatility on there. With the Steam Deck, not only can I play my Steam library on there, but with Chiaki, it unlocks remote play into my PlayStation 5, which that right there is pretty insane. And, remote play to the PlayStation arguably is very good. If you have a good enough internet connection and you're on the same internet as your PlayStation is, it runs flawlessly. I mean, I almost no latency whatsoever. Let's talk about the battery life. The LCD model, the battery is just okay. If I'm playing Baldur's Gate 3, I'm only going to be able to get like an hour and a half of playtime on it, which again, it's fine because I mostly play in my house anyway. But the thing that makes the Steam Deck's battery magical, the Steam Deck knows how much power it needs to draw, and it only draws that amount. So it depends on what type of game you're playing. Like if you're playing Dave the Diver or any other indie game, it's going to last you a long time. But the AAA games is where you really have to actually think about the battery life. The Steam Deck is truly a great device. If you're thinking about picking one up and you're looking at your PC and you're like, man, I really don't play it all that much, or you don't even have a PC and this will be your first handheld PC, it's a great buy. I got mine on sale, so I think I only paid like, I don't know, like $315 for mine. The Steam Deck is not very expensive for a PC. Like, you're getting a handheld PC. So you may be asking yourself, why would I sell my PC if I loved my PC and I had no problems with it? The answer is I have no idea, because I really miss my PC. I do miss my PC, but I also understand at the stage of life that I'm in, it's just impractical. It was huge. I needed a place to put it. With the Steam Deck, I can just, stow it away whenever I'm done playing with it, and it doesn't take up that much room. And I can still play a lot of the games that I played on my PC on my Steam Deck. My life looks so much different now. When I first built my PC, I wasn't married yet. I didn't have kids. And now I'm married and I have kids and I work full time. That's why I think the Steam Deck is perfect for the stage of life that I'm in personally, because it allows me to pick up a game, play it for 20-30 minutes. And I didn't even touch on this part, but the great thing about the Steam Deck is you can put that thing to sleep and wake it up and you can continue playing like no problem. A lot of PCs can't even do that, especially Windows. Windows sleep feature sucks. Windows, fix that, please. Because on my PC, I would always put my computer to sleep and then I would wake it up and then something would just not work right. I can relax on the couch when my daughter is watching her cartoons, or when my wife wants to watch one of her shows. I can be on the Steam Deck and just relax next to them. If I ever want to, I can just plug my Steam Deck into the TV and I can play it on the big screen like you can a console. The thing that made me fall in love with the Switch way back in 2017 was being able to play console titles on the go. That blew my mind. And now the thing that's made me fall in love with the Steam Deck is I can play my PC games on the go. That, frankly, is my favorite part about the Steam Deck. Well, if you made it this far, thank you so much for sticking around. Obviously, you can tell this is my first video on the channel, and yeah, if you like what you see, please hit the like button. If you love it, subscribe, join me on this channel. I'm going to be talking about all things gaming. It's going to be reviews, first impressions of games. We have an exciting new year of games coming. I mean, 2024 is almost over, but 2025 is looking like it's going to be a huge year for gaming, with the Nintendo Switch 2 on the horizon. And actually, as I'm recording this, the PS5 Pro just got announced yesterday, so there's exciting things happening in the gaming realm. And if you want to stick around and hear me talk about all those things, just subscribe. If you have a Steam Deck, comment what your favorite thing about the Steam Deck is, or if you don't have a Steam Deck, comment why that is. Alright, I'll see you guys next time.